Hey everybody and welcome back. I'm Fox with FoxeoGames and this is episode number 8 of our Dark Souls Remastered the Manosphere playthrough. The topic of discussion for this entire playthrough is very similar to the last, and that is the Manosphere, specifically the Red Pill. A little MGTOW maybe, and a little men's rights sometimes, but mainly Red Pill. So, if you couldn't already tell from how my voice sounds, I am sick. It happens. I just get sick suddenly in the snap of a finger. 1 second I'm fine. The next split second I'm sick. Well, it actually happens over a course of just a couple hours. But I go from feeling perfectly normal to sick within like 3 to 4 hours. Yesterday evening, it hit me. It hit me hard. So here I am. I just took a bunch of medication about 20-30 minutes ago. It should be kicking in. And today's drink of choice, which I'm going to take a sip of right now, is hot cinnamon honey tea. Oh, there we go. Some of that cinnamon was just floating on the top, so I got a whole mouthful of cinnamon, like it or not. Yeah, these guys are a little tricky, trying to make sure you hit them before they hit you. It was not too bad. I hope you don't mind listening to me sniff, occasionally cough and clear my throat just like I was in the previous episodes, but this time we might throw a few sneezes into there. I think during this playthrough I have actually sneezed once. And although it would be really cool to go in and edit all that stuff out, it's just so much faster for me to throw the video file and audio files into my timeline in the video editor, match them up, trim them, and then just boom. So I do all the audio editing in Audacity before I bring in the voice audio, so I don't do any voice audio editing in my video editing program. I could, but I don't. So here we are, me feeling stuffed up and runny at the same time. Don't you hate that? How is it possible that in today's society, in 2020, we're stuffed up and runny? That is so like 18th century, in my opinion. Guys, today's topic, I thought would be a great idea, is to get down to basics. We're going to talk about how to maintain your frame. Something we've talked about. We broached the topic. We've kind of mentioned it here and there, but we haven't focused on it a lot. Actually, shoot. Sorry, guys. Where did I die? I died, down here. I don't think I had any humanity on me, or souls. Let's check real quick. Let's see if we can maybe get those. I have a feeling we're going to die before we can get them, or die while we get them. And if that's the case, we'll go human at the bonfire and then come back, and we'll see if we can get any summons for the Artorias fight. It's not a great time of day. What the heck? Oh, these dogs, I swear. That fucking jump back. Boy, is that annoying. Is that how the enemies feel when I keep rolling out of their attacks? They must be equally annoyed with me, huh? Let's do this. Let's leave a summon up there while we run down to Calamite. Maybe someone will grab it. I have more notes. Oh, wow. Almost fell off the ledge. I have more notes this time around than I typically do. So hopefully we'll be a little more on base with our commentary. I will say this, though, that I love the idea of playing through an episode and just sitting there watching me play it and then doing commentary on top of it afterwards, because I can be so much more focused. I'm not actually playing it. I'm not distracted by the things in the game. I don't have to kind of get silent during boss fights to focus. But whatever. This is what we've got, right? So, how do you maintain your frame? Well, I think the first way to do that is, as we talked about before, you want to focus on yourself and what you need in life, what you need to... Wow. Fell right through the ground. Some bugs just never get fixed, huh? It's about starting with you as the mental point of origin, as Richard Cooper would say. It's about starting with you as the focus. What do you need to do to get yourself together? So, first thing I would recommend is being confident in yourself and expecting people to respect you. Expect respect. And by that, I want to be careful exactly what I say. Let's see. Can we see where our souls are yet? No. Let's take a hop down. They're still... Oh, there they are. By expect respect, what I'm saying is that you should anticipate, expect, and to some extent, through your actions, demand respect from others. And the way you do that is you act in a manner that tells everyone, hey, I expect you to respect me. If someone makes fun of you in a way that you know is very derogatory, it's not just poking fun at you the way guys do. It's not just guys jostling with each other and jockeying around. If someone's actually mocking you, making fun of you, you stand up. And you don't laugh at it. You don't teach people, hey, it's okay to laugh at me. You can laugh with me. We can goof around. We can jostle back and forth, as guys typically do, and that's fine. But if I get the sense that anyone's making fun of me because they think I'm a loser or they think I'm laughable in what I'm doing, no, I don't laugh at that. There's a guy I know at work. He has no self-confidence, okay? He has reason to have self-confidence, but I think he's focused on his negatives. He's a really small guy. You can tell he's got pretty low testosterone. He jokes around a lot, and he just wants to be everybody's buddy. He wants everyone to like him, and that's his biggest problem. He wants everybody to like him. And if you want everyone to like you, and you act like you want everyone to like you, then you're going to find that most people won't like you. People don't want to be your friend if you're everybody's buddy, trying to be everybody's buddy, trying to be the nice guy. So guys often make fun of him. They have a little name for him that mocks him and whatnot, and he'll just smile and laugh along with it, acting like he's cool with it. And you can tell he gets a little upset, gets a little red-faced, angry about it, but then also tries to laugh because he doesn't want to make people think that he's unhappy with them, because then in his mind they won't be his friend or won't be buddy-buddy with him. And that's exactly the opposite of what you want to do. I think one response to that, an easy response to that, would be to say, let's, you know what, how long will that summon sign stay there? Let's see. I don't think I could go all the way to this other area here without it disappearing. It'll probably disappear as I get on the elevator and then go up. No, it's still there. Wow. Okay. We'll leave that summon sign there as we run back to the bonfire. So let's say somebody comes up with a term for you, all right? You're at work, and one of the guys at work comes up with a term for you. Gosh, I got to make one up on the spot. I don't have this in my notes. But let's say they call you... let's say you used to drop stuff a lot, or you're clumsy. And I don't know. Let's say they call you Joker. Whatever the term, it doesn't matter. It's something that you know is an insult. If they call you this term, like, hey, there's Joker. No, that sounds cool, doesn't it? I guess because of the movie. Let's say the term they come up with you is Butterfingers. Hey, Butterfingers. Butterfingers. Number one, you don't ever answer to it. If a term is an insult, you don't answer to it. If something's making fun of you, you don't answer to it. The number one best thing you can do is to ignore it. Because eventually, guys will realize, if I call this guy Butterfingers, making fun of him like everyone else does at work, he doesn't answer it. He doesn't respond to it. The problem is that this guy at my job, he responds to the insult term. He responds to the joke term that people make up for him. And that's a big problem, because he's teaching them, hey, that's okay. So you have to demand respect through your actions. You do not respond to stuff like that. And if you do have any response to something, don't respond to that specifically. But if people are making fun of you, people say something rude to you, just give them a look. Give them a short stare down. And then look away. If the situation's appropriate, if you feel like it's appropriate, maybe just say, I don't see what's so funny about it. Or no, not like that, but you just say, I don't find it funny. And that's it. If they want to laugh, you let them laugh. You don't laugh. You maintain that stoic, emotionless expression. What this basically does is it sets it up where when they're making fun of you, it now becomes obvious they're doing it, There's no pretense of it's a jostling, it's a joking between coworkers or buddies. There's no pretext of this is okay or he doesn't mind. You made it clear. You're like, I don't like that. I'm not responding to it. I don't appreciate it. You can actually say that. Just very bluntly, very simply. I don't appreciate that term. You got to do it in your way. For some guys to say it like that, maybe it wouldn't make sense. Maybe it wouldn't come off right. All right. I don't think we're going to get that summon. But what we will get is lightning. Oh, we have 8 of these. We need to buy some more of the fire. I think lightning works better on Artorias, although I'm not 100% sure. But we'll try lightning first. I'm going to need to focus on this, guys. So we'll do what we can here. And actually, now that I think about it, let me see if this is a thing we can do. Oh, I'm going to get hit. Oh, and I shouldn't have rolled directly backwards. That's a bad idea when fighting him. Is he going to get poisoned? No. Okay, so now I know not to use that poison again. Whoop. I swear I hit the roll button. It didn't roll. Oh, that was my bad. I tried. I got greedy. Really? Whoa. Can't believe I actually was able to block that. Oh, that's the double attack, yeah. Oh, these rolls are terrible, guys. I'm sorry. You saw my last playthrough. I was doing much better than this. This is a terrible, terrible attempt. And I'm getting greedy here. I shouldn't get greedy like that. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. The only problem is in the middle of that, as he comes out of it, it's hard to see what he's doing because of all the abyss. Oh, yep, that's not the one that you want to go sideways on. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. Yep, we got it. Oh, that roll was terrible. Oh boy, that was a good roll. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Do we have it? Do we have it? Yes. We had it. We had it. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I got lucky. Woo. 1. He hasn't done his 3-point combo yet. Some battles he does that over and over and over again. He just loves that move. Oh, I hate that. I hate when I dodge that the wrong way like that. 1. Okay. Perfect. 1. Oh, shoot. My bad. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, my goodness. This is so sloppy. This is so sloppy. I don't think I got him on this one. I don't know. Oh, shoot. God. Oh, come on now. Oh, crap. Come on. That was the last hit. I had the last hit there. It was one more hit. But that was all me, guys. Sloppy play. That was sloppy playing. I got sloppy and let it get the best of me. So you demand respect through your actions, and you demand respect through how you talk about yourself. I'm not going to waste any more humanity here. I don't think we're going to get in a summon. You don't self-deprecate unless it's in an obviously funny, comical way among people that don't regularly mock you. If these are individuals who are mocking you normally, don't self-deprecate in front of them. Don't make the jokes about, you know, your genital size being small, or that's what she said last night if it's in a negative fashion. You know what I mean? You want to make only jokes that are uplifting to yourself, the opposite of self-deprecation. Which I'm not sure what the exact opposite of self-deprecation is. Shoot, it's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, build yourself up. Build yourself up through your own jokes about yourself. If you want to do a that's what she said, or that's what she said last night, or something like that, make sure it puts you on the upper end of that, on the good end of that. That it's in a positive way. Have an elevated opinion of yourself. And this can be hard for a lot of people because I think you're often taught to be very humble in the sense that you underestimate your own qualities. You underestimate how good you are at what you do. Don't underestimate yourself. If you want to get respect, if you want to, let me do this. Okay. If you want to be respected, if you want to demand respect through your actions and your words, then self-deprecation is risky, especially if you don't know how to do it right. So I would say just don't self-deprecate until you're 100% sure you know how to do it right. All right, let's focus here, guys. I normally roll the other way, but hey, that works sometimes. 1, 2. Perfect. Now I can get him. You're guaranteed a shot at him if he does it 3 times in a row. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's risky because I can't roll. There we go. Yeah, I should only do 3 shots on that. But instead I do 4 just to get... Oh, dear. He got me. That's a very quick attack, and it's hard to gauge. One. Okay. Nope. That wasn't a good idea. Wrong time. Oh, shoot. I'm surprised that I didn't get hit there. That was pure luck. I really should have been hit there. It was a sloppy roll, and I just got lucky that, oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, he did it 2 times in this fight. That's an extremely rare move for him. I find he rarely ever does it. That's what I mean by a rare move. Yeah, that when he starts rolling back multiple times, you know what he's doing. Can't see what he's doing, so I gotta back out of there. Oh, I hate that move. I hate that move when I dodge it the wrong way like that. Okay, he only got me once on that. Shocking. Oh, jeez. Man, is this a sloppy fight on my part. I'm really doing a sloppy job. I'm usually so much better when I tackle him. Whoa. Oh, I should not have gone for 2. Oh, okay, here we go, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shouldn't have gone for that 4th one, but it's okay. It paid off. 1. Oh. Okay. What's he doing? Oh. And got him. Okay. Only took 2 shots. And by 2 shots, I mean 2 tries, not 2 hits, obviously. All right, this time, let's not forget to get Kieran set, in case we want to use this playthrough for our Kieran playthrough. Although we probably won't, since we're putting so many points into strength. We're not human, so don't have to worry about invasions here. So, about demanding respect through your words and actions, you want to come off as overly self-confident. A little bit overly self-confident. You want to come off as just slightly arrogant. If you come off as really arrogant, then you're just an arrogant prick that everyone thinks is arrogant. But if you come off as slightly arrogant, then you're a confident guy that others can look up to or that others will respect. They may say, yeah, he thinks a lot of himself, or he thinks he's the shit, or something like that. But you'd rather have people talk about you and say, well, he really thinks he's something, doesn't he? Then for people to come up with mockery terms for you, making fun of you, laughing at you. Which would you rather have? Would you rather have people laugh at you because they don't respect you, or people think that you're a little arrogant because they respect you because you demand that respect? So I think it's obvious which one you should have, which one you should prefer. But just in case, the second, the latter, L-A-T-T-E-R, not L-A-D-D-E-R. And know what you can't yet do, and don't do it and fail at it. So this sounds exactly the opposite of what most people will tell you. Did I just fail to upgrade that or repair that? Yeah. When somebody tells you, you know, just keep trying, you know, success is just one failure away, or blah, blah, blah. I think this advice needs to come with the assumption that whatever you do, know that you can do it. If you just started a martial arts class and you know that you can't do some particular move, you've tried and tried, you're just not good enough yet, then don't try to do it to impress people in front of them, because you're most likely going to fail and you'll just look worse. Stick to what you know. Do what you can do. Know your limitations and function within them as best you can. That doesn't mean don't try new things. That doesn't mean don't go out there and risk failure. Absolutely not. You need to fail to succeed. At some point or another, all successes are the result of a series of failures. What I think you need to do is just know your limitations. Know yourself and know your limitations. If there's something you can't do, you're not going to be able to do it to impress people on the spot. 9 times out of 10, you'll fail and just look worse off for it. So just know who you are, know what you can and can't do, and know your limitations. I think that's a great thing for life in general. It applies to martial arts, sports, your job, everything. If you've never driven on a racetrack before, don't jump in a car on the racetrack for the first time and think that you can beat the champion. You probably won't. You know what I mean? You probably won't. So, oh, and by the way, if I come off like I know everything and I'm sitting here lecturing you guys, I do come off that way sometimes. So it's not my intent, but if it happens, it happens. So I guess I'll come off as a little overly self-confident. If people are annoyed that I'm overly self-confident, that's better than people being annoyed that I'm a sissy. You know what I mean? Or that I seem like a wuss. Or like I don't know anything. So you definitely don't want to come off as incompetent at your job. You'd rather come off as overly self-confident, even if your self-confidence slightly exceeds your actual competence. So if you have to err on the side of being either a little too what's the word? If you want to be either too confident or too timid or inconfident, unconfident, what can you put? Non-confident? I don't know what that word is. You want to err on the side of being too confident. That's always the better bet. Go that route. So that's step 1 to maintaining your frame. Expect and demand respect through your words and actions, mostly through your actions. And don't forget, one of the most important elements of communication is when you don't say anything. You can demand respect through your lack of words. Like, for example, when they make fun of you, expect you to laugh or expect you to have a little comment. You just give them a look, a stern, stoic look, and then look away. You're communicating to them, I don't find it funny, I'm not going to entertain you. I'm not going to respond to that. That is the best response you can have to a woman who is prodding you. If you have a girlfriend or wife who occasionally likes to shit test you, runs her mouth and likes to give you, some words or insults or ask if you're a real man or this or that, or claim that you don't spend enough time with the kids or whatever it is that she does. Like, even otherwise good women will sometimes give you the shit test. They'll sometimes try to push your buttons. It's a great response to just give her a look, say nothing, have that stoic, plain look face, and then look away. If somebody's being ridiculous, that's the indicator to them. Hey, I know you're being silly. I know you're being ridiculous. I'm not going to entertain it. I think it's a very good response to have, especially for women, because women function very heavily on communication. They love communication. Men, not so much. That doesn't mean men don't communicate and hate it. It just means that men are happy communicating less. Women are happy by communicating more. So I'm going to get hit. Oh, here we go. So withdrawing that communication, the verbal communication, can be a tool to encourage her to act better if she's acting poorly. So do not underestimate the power of withdrawing your attention or withdrawing verbal communication. So in addition to the demanding respect, the second thing you need to do to maintain your frame, and arguably the most important, is to focus on your goals and your mission. We've talked about this. There's a 3-point attack pattern that you need to start with, and I'll refer to it as the 3 Fs: food, fitness, and finance. And it's really the 4 Fs if you want to add a fourth one: food, fitness, finance, fashion. The 4 Fs. Fashion can come afterwards, although it's best to do it all at once. But the reason you might want to hold off on getting a new wardrobe is if you know you're going to look and have a radically different body shape in 6 months, maybe you don't want to invest $2,000 in a new wardrobe right now. Don't go out and get a tailored suit in your current dad bod with your belly and lack of muscles if you're hardcore hitting the gym and in 6 months you're going to have, 10, 15 pounds of muscle and 20, 30 pounds of fat gone. That's going to fit totally differently. Don't do that. So my recommendation is you start with the 3 Fs: food, fitness, and finances. And then when you start getting your fitness in shape, you start looking better, you're taking on a shape that you think is closer to what you're going to maintain long term. It's at that point that you can now start going into fashion, get your new wardrobe. Get rid of all the graphic t-shirts, okay? Get rid of those shitty basic tennis shoes that cost $20 at Walmart, all right? Get rid of those loose-fitting baggy shirts, those loose-fitting baggy jeans that make it look like you got no ass on you whatsoever because they're hanging off you. Anything that hangs down below your waist, get rid of that shit, okay? I'm sorry, but the hood look, if you want to look like you're from the hood, I mean, if that's your thing, do it, but I think it looks like garbage. I think most professionals think it looks like garbage. And contrary to popular belief, virtually nobody gets rich looking like a hoodlum. I guess you can become a rapper and then you get yourself killed or arrested. If that's your thing, I don't recommend it. Not all cultures are created equal. I recommend you join a culture that's based on success and staying out of jail. I think that's better than failure and staying in jail. I'm just saying. I mean, if your culture involves selling illegal drugs, getting caught doing drugs, and going to jail, I would say that culture is not as good as another culture that does not involve selling illegal drugs and going to jail. Anyway, that little soapbox aside, you focus on your food, your fitness, and your finances. Number 1, get your nutrition right in your diet. Look up how to eat. Do keto, do intermittent fasting, look up good sources. And when I say that, I'm talking like you don't look at the World Health Organization. You don't look at the Mayo Clinic. You don't look at these shitty, basic bitch sources that are just teaching you all the crap that they've been taught by government organizations. That's totally wrong. This eat low fat, reduce your calories bullshit that does not work and never has. Millions and millions of people follow that garbage advice that has never helped them, okay? So don't make the same mistake as everyone else. You want to eat high fat, high protein, generally low carb until you get your body in order, till you get your fat in order and your muscles and all that, and then you can add more carbs to figure out where your body's carb tolerance is. Carbs aren't inherently bad, but they are dangerous. Carbs are like gasoline, or carbs are they're like something that you would throw on a fire to enhance the fire, to get it to burn brighter and hotter. If you were to put gasoline on a fire, you don't just want to throw it haphazardly. You want it to be very controlled and know exactly what you're doing so you don't burn yourself. So carbs are playing with fire. You got to know how to work it. If you know how to work with fire, then no problem, right? You're not going to burn yourself. So anyway, that long story just means don't be afraid of fat. Eat whole foods, okay? Foods that are more natural, that are in their more full form, their more basic form. That includes animal proteins, animal sources. Milk is fine if you can handle dairy. There's been an anti-milk trend lately, but bodybuilders have been using milk for decades, getting big and strong and healthy on it, so don't worry about, the latest fashion of, hey, it's hate milk time, you know? Don't jump on bandwagons just because they're bandwagons. Do intermittent fasting to help lose fat. Go low carb, high protein, high fat, whole foods. Eat nuts, fruits, berries, you know, vegetables, full fat, milk, cream, all that stuff, butter, full fat butter, grass fed when you can afford it. For meats, that is freaking expensive. I can't afford to buy grass fed beef. I just can't. So I don't. Also, make sure you're eating plenty of, you know what? We have the key. Let's go free you know who and hit the bonfire. And level up. Do not, and you know, so many people disagree with me on this. I get people riled up over this. People get angry. People have blocked me on Twitter. Like big name nutrition experts block me on Twitter because I'm contradicting the ebooks that they're selling on fashion and all that. Or not, I'm sorry, on fitness. Calories really don't matter. Don't look at calories. Just don't do it. The reason I say that is the calorie is a man-made unit of measurement. It's not a physical thing. You can't eat a calorie. You can't lose or gain a calorie. Your car does not consume miles. It can't gain miles or lose miles. You can measure how far your car has traveled in miles, but you could also measure it in kilometers. You could also measure it in hours on the engine. All of these can be relevant for certain things. None of them tell you exactly what's going to happen with your car and exactly when something's going to break down. There are just too many factors involved in that. But there's a big difference between a car that's been driven 50,000 miles and you turn the engine on and off shortly before and after each trip, and a car that's been driven 50,000 miles and the car has been left idling for hours. And there are cases like this. For example, police officers, fire engines and ambulances. These things are often left idling for hours. So, insufficient, what? It said insufficient souls? Oh, okay, I selected the wrong one. Let's, I don't think I need any of those. I do want a large titanite so I can start upgrading this bow a little more. I don't plan on really using it much, but hey, why not? So there's a big difference, you know, when you have, do I want to, I'm going to hang on to that just for a moment. I'm going to use this one. Yeah, don't focus on calories. You're going in the wrong direction doing that. The calories don't really mean anything. Your body doesn't see or work with calories. Your body doesn't metabolize calories. It doesn't function with calories. They really don't mean anything nutritionally. It doesn't tell you anything. Like if you say I ate 500 calories, well, you didn't. But if you ate 500 calories of food, that tells me nothing about the quality and the type of food you ate. Did you eat 500 calories worth of broccoli? Did you eat 500 calories worth of chicken breast? Did you eat 500 calories worth of grass, which, by the way, you just get sick and puke it up? You wouldn't digest it. I mean, that can mean a number of different things. It's a nearly meaningless nutritional term. Instead, it would be much more valuable to know how many grams of protein you ate, how many grams of carbs you ate, how many grams of fat you ate. And every calorie measurement is nothing more than a guesstimate. The only way to know the calorie measurement of a food is to destroy the food. Every calorie measurement you read on a package is a rough estimate, especially when it comes to fruits, vegetables, and meat. These things are generally not highly processed. They vary a lot. The fat content of the meat, the makeup of the meat varies immensely, and you just do not know what the calorie measurement of meat or vegetables or fruit is or are. There's no way to know that without destroying it. So ignore calories. Trust me on this one. Once I finally stopped worrying and thinking and focusing on calories, everything got so much better. I was able to eat foods, enjoy foods. I was able to eat till I was full of good, natural, whole foods, and not think that the body sees, you know, a certain number of calories. Anyway, that's the most controversial nutritional opinion I think that I have. Focus on your macros. How many carbs, fats, and proteins do you need? And that's enough. That's all you need to do. You don't need to worry about the calories. They don't mean anything beyond just being a man-made unit of measurement that doesn't measure anything that happens inside the human body. The process to measure a calorie doesn't represent anything that happens in your body, so why are we using it? That's like, well, here, let me measure the electrical conductivity of the roads so, you know, I can plan for my next road trip. Well, that's almost meaningless, you know? It's like measuring the weight of all the asphalt on the roads to try to gauge the length of your next road trip. I mean, that's a very roundabout, indirect, and confusing thing to do. Virtually meaningless. Okay, longbow +6. Yeah. All right, let's continue to reinforce that, and I think this is our last one. Oh, one more. Look at that. Almost +10. Not bad, huh? We got that guardian tail too. I really wanted to like that, but whips in Dark Souls suck. Terrible, guys. None of the whips in this game are worth anything. They're just really not. They're garbage. They just have very awkward animations, and they're difficult to handle. Oh, my sinuses. I probably sound a lot better than I feel, guys. I can't believe I'm doing this. I should just be laying on the couch watching a speed run of Dark Souls. Or watching fitness videos. That's the other thing. Watch fitness videos on YouTube, guys. Watch fitness videos, watch nutritional videos. Look for sources that talk about eating fat, eating whole foods, maybe keto, intermittent fasting. Don't go to that basic bitch garbage about lower your calories. As long as you eat within your calories, you can eat anything. That's garbage government advice that's being pushed by big companies like Nestle so that you feel okay about drinking that Coca-Cola, that sugary shit that has no value whatsoever. It's so you feel okay about eating that bag of Oreos. It's within my calories. I'm not saying you can never deviate from healthy eating. Do I occasionally eat junk? Yeah, I do. My girlfriend occasionally, we go out for frozen yogurt. It's garbage. I mean, it's not all garbage. Some of it's okay, but it's loaded with processed sugar, which is terrible for you. One of the worst things you can eat is processed sugar. Best thing you can do, if you're only going to do one thing when it comes to nutrition, is eliminate all processed sugar. You'll eliminate most junk food from your diet. You'll eliminate a lot of stuff you'd never think had sugar, processed sugar in it, like a lot of pasta sauces, pizza sauces, meats, deli meats, doughs, breads. So much stuff comes with processed sugar, stuff that you don't even think of as sweet. Sauces, savory sauces that you think are just for meals. So, something to be with. This is a spot where I often die because, yep, like right there, see? Yep, right there. That's how it happens. I thought I was backed up enough to be behind that column, but that was my fault. Can't blame the game for that. Get your nutrition in order. Fitness, basically, if you're a beginner, you need to lift weights. Don't go thinking you can just run. You'll look like a stick figure, okay? Lots of cardio works for women along with a little bit of weightlifting. But as a man, you need to lift weights. Period. End of story. No discussion. You need to lift weights. Unless you are physically 100% incapable of doing so for some medical reason, lift weights. What do? One of two programs is where I recommend you start. Is one called Starting Strength by Mark Ripto. It's worth buying the book for. You can find the program online, Starting Strength. Number 2 is called 5x5. Just Google 5x5 lifting or 5x5 program, and you'll find several variations on it, but they're mainly the same. You do 5 workouts, 5 sets, or 5 lifts, 5 sets of each. It's a great program. I highly, highly recommend that you probably start with that one of the two, although the Starting Strength is great if you want a more limited number, because you do like 3 main exercises each day and possibly some other exercises if you feel like adding a bit to it. What? Get out of here, bitch. All right. But one thing you'll learn when it comes to fitness and nutrition is that the standard advice being given to you by government organizations, by people that go through, the standard nutritional programs at colleges is garbage. It's all bullshit. Most of it's wrong. Just ignore it. Don't go to those sources. They're garbage. So anyway, let's grab my souls here. Oh my goodness, the tracking on that thing. I forgot about that. Woo. Woo, boy. Okay, here we go. All right, how many did we pull? 3? I didn't mean to pull all 3. Gosh darn it. I got another one's attention. Okay, whoo, there we go. That was pretty good. That was pretty good on my part, wasn't it, guys? And then, of course, the third thing. You got your food, your fitness, and your finances. Number 1 step in finances is try to get out of debt. Don't spend money you don't have. Try not to put money on credit cards. Try not to take out loans. Reduce your debt as much as possible. Reduce how much you're spending first. Don't buy stuff you don't need. Don't buy stuff you can't afford. Don't buy a $200 pair of jeans if you're in debt and can't afford to pay your rent. Don't buy a $200 pair of jeans if you don't have $200 in your bank account. You should have enough money in your bank account to cover several months of expenses. Most people will never get there, unfortunately, but try, okay? Are you putting money away for retirement? Even if you don't have a job that offers a retirement program, you could start your own Roth IRA. Roth IRA is the best deal in retirement that exists. But Fox, the market could fail and crash. Yeah, it crashes, and then it rebounds, and then you get your money back. You're not investing pure cash in the market. You're paying cash to invest in stocks. The stock values go up and down. They can drop radically and then go all the way back up and surpass where they were before. So when you see that stupid bullshit on the news about Apple lost $3.4 billion, no, they didn't lose $3.4 billion. The stock went down $3.4 billion worth of stocks. But then a week later, it goes back up and it's beyond where it was before, and they're suddenly up, 150,000 total. Which isn't much, but they're up from where they were before. Shoot. Man, these things hit so hard. Oh, damn. I wonder if I could... I bet I could hit him here and he couldn't hit me. Nope. Can hit that ledge. I hope he doesn't do that fog attack, because that fog attack will get me. There we go. Alright, now that there's just one, I can handle just one. Got him. Or her. I think those are female. They sound like it, don't they? Okay, my tea is no longer hot. Your finances? Okay, number 1, don't spend money you don't have. Number 2, don't buy stuff you don't need. The more difficult your financial situation, the more you should pare down your expenses. Don't go super cheap on food. Don't go out there and buy 16 packets of ramen for the week and think that, you're going to meet your fitness goals. You're not. That's garbage. I mean, do I occasionally eat ramen? Sure. But fudge. But I know how unhealthy. Oh, I'm dead. Shouldn't have gone for that second hit. Darn it. This is the sloppy playthrough. Yeah, but you eat garbage, garbage in, garbage out. So that's your 3 things right there. Your food, your fitness, and your finances. Of course, the other side of finances is make more money. Find ways to make more money. However you need to do that. In certain cases, it may mean, hey, you need to get a job. Stop lying around letting your parents pay for everything. If you got a girl paying for everything and you're not out there working, you need to. Get out there, find a job, do whatever you need to do. Don't be waiting for the perfect job and pass up a lot of decent jobs just because you can't find the perfect one that pays you what you think you're worth. You might have to work for less than you're worth until you find something better. Or, you know what? It might mean you have to get out of what you're doing right now. All right? Let's say you started in retail when you were younger. It's not like a great job. It was just a job. And then they promoted you assistant manager. Now suddenly you're a manager and you're just keeping the job because it pays okay and it's all right, but it's not really where you want to be. It's not really what can help you achieve your goals. You're not making enough money doing it. But you're afraid to branch out because, well, you're just uncertain. I mean, what if you get another job and it turns out not to be as good and now you lost this one that was okay? I mean, it's a risk. It's a risk you got to take. You might just have to get out there and take that risk. It could also be a promotion that requires you to move and you've never thought of moving out of your hometown. You're scared. You're afraid of moving to the big city or some other location in the country and you won't have any friends. And maybe you got a girlfriend and you know it's not like a super serious thing, but you still like her and everything's going okay with her, so you don't want to move and lose your girl, sorry, you got to. If your best opportunity right now is to take a promotion that involves moving and you got to give up a steady girlfriend, that's probably the best bet for you. Because you know what? In a year or two, when she dumps you for some other guy who's making more than you or looks better than you, you're going to feel like a total idiot that you gave up a great opportunity to make more money and have a better position in your career and your finances. You gave it all up for her. She didn't give anything up for you. You have to understand something. Women are far more likely to leave a man for those kind of logistical reasons. Women don't have a problem doing that. You shouldn't have a problem doing it either. So just understand it's a very practical thing you have to do. You know, you let her down easy, but it's just one of those realities of life, you know. If you guys aren't going in the same direction, if you have to go in a different direction and she's not able to follow you or just not in a position where it's worth even asking her, I mean, just some basic girlfriend, I wouldn't ask her to move halfway across the country with me. Especially if you're not already living together, you can't ask a girl to do that. And asking her to move in just so that you can keep her around for a move that you're going to make isn't worth it. That is not a valid reason to have a girl move into your place. Don't tie yourself to a woman just because you're afraid of losing her. Don't do that. That's a huge, huge mistake. And you don't want to do that. You know what? I wonder if this works. I think a lot of these guys are very resistant to poison. Or immune. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, if I haven't hit him by now with it, he's not going to get hit by it, is he? Oh, shit. What was that? Why did that happen? Whoa. That was close. Yeah, he can't be poisoned, looks like. This is a waste of time. You know what? We're just gonna leave this guy. He ain't worth it. We don't need what he drops. Chainmail, piece of chainmail anyway. I think it's randomized. I mean, yeah, it would be better to get rid of him, but I wonder if we can just have him fall here. Uh-oh. Will he fall? Will he fall? I hope he falls. I hope he goes off the ledge and dies. Nope. Maybe next time. You know, I don't think I'm in a good position to kill Manus like I am. I don't do quite enough damage, and there's no bleed on it, although I don't know if we were able to bleed him with the katana last time. Alright, let's get a level up here. So we talked about two parts of maintaining your frame: demanding respect through your actions and your words or lack of words. And we talked about the 3/4 Fs: food, fitness, finances, and then after that, fashion. And of course, the reason you wait on the fashion is so you get your body in the shape that it's mostly going to be before you start buying a whole bunch of clothes. All right, so try to get these things in order. Those are really, really important, guys. I mean, they really are. Let's see if I can level up yet. Yeah, okay. Really close. I like that. That gets 3 points. We'll do that. And then we'll reverse hollowing and kindle. We'll kindle this thing 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So let's pop one of these twin humanities. And one of these. Hopefully we don't get invaded in the meantime. Won't matter. Our souls and our humanity will be sitting right here for us when we get back. The other thing, too, is to have and know what your beliefs and convictions are. Values. This includes whether it's religious, your moral values, your ethical values when it comes to your job and money and whatnot. Values you have in regards to sex. A lot of guys, if you ask them, hey, what are your values? Like, what kind of values do you have when it comes to, you know, your ethics at work? What will you do and what won't you do? What are your limitations? I mean, are you just going to do whatever you're told at work? If your boss tells you to do something you think is morally or ethically wrong, what will you do? Will you not do it? Will you say no? Will you just do it anyway and be a yes man because you're going to sacrifice your own values to move up the ladder to make more money? And I put that in a bad way, but essentially that's what it is. I mean, they all come with sacrifices. There are guys out there that have a lot of values. They have their morals, ethical boundaries, lines they won't cross. You know what? Before we tackle Manus, I think we should probably... Well, let's go ahead and free Sif and do all this preliminary work. Let's do that first. I mean, there are some guys who make good money, and the way they're able to do that is... I know I'm going to get hit here. Okay, did I activate these guys? Nope, okay. One of the ways that they've made it up the ladder, so to speak, made more money, got that promotion, whatever, got rich, is they sacrificed some personal values because they decided that money was more important to them. And, I mean, money has value. Money is important, so you got to make those decisions. But do you know where your lines are drawn? And a lot of guys just don't have any lines. They don't know. I mean, you ask them, like, well, what are your standards? What are your values? Where would you draw the line? They're like, well, I don't know. I don't know. What about you? Where would you draw the line? You don't want to be that kind of guy. Don't be the kind of guy that has no idea what he believes in. It doesn't have to be religious if that's not your thing. But that would be a good one too. Because let me ask you a question. You meet a girl. She's really awesome. You like everything that's happening. You're really impressed. She acts right. You have your arguments, but they're not like that other girl who just lost her shit every time and acted like a total idiot. I mean, things are working great. You can actually see this being a long-term proposition. I mean, you might be willing to take the plunge and the risk of marriage on this girl. And then she hits you with the, well, I want to start going back to church again. And, you know, I want us to become members of this church and to do this at the church and to do that at the church. Where are you on that? Is that something you're willing to do? Or is that you're not into that and you're not going to be? I mean, you should probably know where you're at with that before you get hit with that. Yeah, this sword is going to be really bad for these guys because it's just so short. That's why I'm using the bow. But they take so many hits with this bow. They can even drop a twin humanity, which is awesome. Also, you need to know your values with money. Same girl. She doesn't insist on going to church, but she's very insistent. She always donates to charities. Like, she wants to donate a lot of money to charity. She even donates money that you feel like maybe you don't have that much. You shouldn't be donating. Like, this month you donate $150. You guys are living together, and the bank account's pretty low. And your thought process is, you know, really we need to be focused on our needs and securing our life first before we give to charities. So you gotta know what standards you have there. I probably went on way too long about that crap. I don't think it's that important to most people. But one big issue and a great example of where a lot of guys will sacrifice their own values, will turn totally beta and turn into the beta bitch male, is on the issue of abortion. People have their opinions on it. So here's the question. Are you going to basically just adopt the opinion of whichever woman you're with? Let's say you're very much anti-abortion. You straight up believe that this is killing children. It's not okay. And maybe you say the only case where it should happen is to save the life of the mother and the child would die anyway. But other than that, there's really no justification for it. You feel very strongly about it. And then you meet this girl. Really great girl. Really fun to be around. But she is hardcore pro-choice. I mean, hardcore pro-choice. She's like that, you know, proudly proclaim. She wants women out there proudly proclaiming they had a divorce, celebrating it. Or divorce, sorry. Abortion. Celebrating their abortion. They think that the government should pay for all abortions, and abortion should be an unalienable right of women, and women should have full control over procreation. And so what do you do? I mean, what do you do? What do you do when you're looking through your Facebook page, right? And You're looking through your memories, your old previous posts, and a post pops up where you made this very anti-abortion statement. And she says, "What is this? I didn't know you're pro-life. You don't believe in women's right to choose. You don't think a woman should have a right over her own body? You think the government should tell women what they can do with their bodies?" And she goes into this spiel. It becomes a rant. I mean, she's not just asking you. It's very accusatory, very insulting her tone. It's very demeaning towards you. So the question now is, how are you going to respond to that? You going to be the beta bitch male who's like, well, I before I met you, I used to have some different opinions, and I see your point, and I understand what you're saying, and yeah, I agree with you. Like, like women should have rights over their bodies, and I'll delete that post. Delete that post. Okay, I'll delete it. I'll delete that post. I can guarantee you that although you think that's what you need to do to endear yourself to this woman, the exact opposite is likely the case. Excuse me. Oh, I knew it. I knew this was going to catch up to me trying to talk this much. She's going to lose respect for you. Because although she won't like your opinion on abortion, and although she would never admit this, and she would deny this up and down, left and right, till the cows come home, the last thing she really wants is for you to just take her opinion. The last thing she really wants is for you to just believe whatever she tells you to believe. She wants you to be your own man and to stand up for yourself, even when she's telling you not to. That's the test. If she told you, well, this is really just a test and I want you to stand up for yourself, then it'd be easy to stand up for yourself. You have to stand up for yourself and your beliefs and what you care about, even when you don't know for certain how she's going to respond. And you have to be willing to take that chance. If she, and this one, big shit test that a lot of men get. A lot of men got this back in 2016. Well, I could never date a man that'll vote for Trump. If you're going to vote for Trump, you're racist, you hate women. He's a misogynist and he hates women. I can't date a man that vote for Trump. Would you vote for Trump? Did you vote for Trump? What do? What if you want to vote for Trump? What if you already did and she's asking you in hindsight? Do you lie like a little beta bitch male and be like, well, I didn't vote because I didn't think either were really that great. You don't like Hillary? Hillary's the new thing. Hillary's out there supporting women. Hillary's out there for women. Women. I believe in the equality of all women because women are better leaders. And I believe the equality between men and women. And women are just better at everything, but I believe that men and women are equal, but women are better. I mean, excuse me, that voice is exhausting. How do you handle that? We're coming towards the end of our time here. I am going to warp us to Anne Orlando, where I think we're gonna go next. Because I would like to get the next Firekeeper's Soul. And I feel like there's another one I missed, because you're supposed to be able to get to +6, so I'll look it up and see which one I missed. Hopefully I can remember. So that's a question you got to ask yourself. How important are your values to you? And I would say this. If you're pro-Trump, if you voted for Trump, or were thinking about it at the time some girl was talking to you, if you're pro-life or whatever, and she's like totally pro-choice and anti your opinion, even if you are of this mindset of, you know what, that's just not as important as it used to be to me, and I don't care that much about it that I want to make an argument out of it. Well, you don't make an argument out of it, but what you need to do is stand your ground. Even if it's not really that important to you anymore, you still want to stand your ground in that moment with her, because she's going to see it as a test of your masculinity. It's a test of your manhood. Are you going to stand your ground? If she says, well, I could never date a man that voted for Trump, what you need to do is come out and say, well, I voted for Trump. I'd do it again if I make the choice. And if he runs in 2020, I'll vote for him again. That's what you need to do. And if she says, well, how could you say that? Well, I just don't see how we can get along anymore. I don't see how I can be with a man who supports that misogynist, sexist pig. Then you'd say, well, all right. If that's your opinion, then you get up and you leave. Hopefully you don't live together. That's another story. Or are married. Then you got to take care of that. But you say, well, all right then. And you leave. You cut contact. And if she starts contacting you, you wait for the apology. If she comes back and says, well, I'm sorry, I was just really mad and angry. Okay, well, we can talk. But if she comes back to you and says, well, are you going to apologize for voting for Trump? No. You don't even respond to that. You don't even respond to that because you have your values, you have your position, you take it, you stand by it. Even if you didn't think it was 100% the best at the time, it's the decision you made, it's what you did, and you got to stand by what you did at the time based on what you knew at the time. All right, we're out of time, guys. This is like a straight up hour. Okay, I made it. My lungs are tired. My throat's tired. My body's exhausted, but my body is ready. Do people still say that? My body is ready. Okay, please let me know what your thoughts are on everything. I really do want to hear it because this is, I think, very important for men nowadays, that we learn how to function in a new type of society where the gender dynamics are totally different than what they used to be and what you're probably raised to believe, at least what I was raised to believe. I'm Fox with FoxeoGames. Thank you for joining me. I hope you join me next time. Make sure to follow me. Twitter, most of all, that's where I'm most active. Links are in the description. Maintain your frame, guys. Follow the advice I gave you here. We'll go over some more advice in the next episode, and I will see you guys next time. Later.